I'm talking profits that make your jaw drop. 80%, 100%, even pushing 200% on a single trade. Yeah, it sounds crazy. But what if I told you it's totally within reach? In this video, I'm going to show you why this works and how you can apply it. You don't want to miss this. In this strategy, we're cracking two free indicators. The first one is a real game changer. It's called Volatility Gaussian bands, especially the one by Big Beluga. Now, this isn't your grandma indicator. It's designed to give you a super clear picture of what market's doing, especially when things get volatile. Think of it like this. It smooths out all the noise price action to show you the real underlying trend. It does this using something called a Gaussian filter, which basically creates those upper and lower bands that move with the market. When the price crosses above the upper band, it's like a signal saying, hey, we might be heading up. And when it crosses below the lower band, it's like, heads up, things might be going down. Pretty straightforward, right? But it gets even cooler. This indicator also has these trend strength gauges at the top and bottom. They basically tell you how strong the uptrend or downtrend is based on this middle Gaussian line. It's like a built-in confirmation to help you avoid false signals. And here's the kicker. It has these little triangles with plus signs that pop up when the trend changes direction really fast. So let's say the price is going down, but then suddenly reverses and starts going up, even though the midline is still pointing down. Boom. A triangle pops up to warn you about this quick reversal. This is super useful for catching those fast moves and making the most out of them. So we've got the volatility Gaussian band set up and it's already showing us potential buy and sell signals on the chart. But here's the thing. Just relying solely on one single indicator isn't the best idea. You see, sometimes the indicator can give you signals that go against the overall trend. Like you might get a sell signal when the market's clearly still trending upwards. We don't want to get caught in those counter trend signals. So before we jump into how this works with our second indicator, we need to make a few quick tweaks to the volatility Gaussian band settings to make it even more effective. Go into the input section of the indicator settings. First thing, change the length to 18. Then for the type, you'll see some options like average, medium, and mode. We're going with average for this strategy. Finally, adjust the distance option to 1.5. Boom, that's it. No other changes needed. Now you look at the chart and you'll see those buy and sell signals. But remember, as we were just saying, some of these signals can be counter trend if we don't consider the bigger picture. So that's where our second indicator comes in. It's going to help us filter out those bad signals and only take the high potential trades that align with the overall market direction. We're going to use it to confirm the signals given by the volatility Gaussian band. This is how we avoid those false signals and increase our chances of success. So it's time to bring in our second indicator, the trend meter. This thing is awesome because it actually consists of 3 different trend meters and a trend bar all working together to give us a solid confirmation of the trend. Plus, as a bonus, it even makes marked potential momentum setup entries based on stochastic, and those can be seriously powerful. But before we start using it, just like the first indicator, we're going to make a few adjustments to optimize it for a specific strategy. Head over to the input section, and in the input section of the trend meter settings, first for the main trend bar, change the fast MA to 90. And the slow MA to 180. Then go down to trend bar 2 and change its fast MA to 100. And its slow MA to 200 using simple moving average. Now for the 3 trend meters themselves. For the first one, we're going with MACD. For second, we're selecting the mom dad cross option. And for the third one, you have many choices, but for your personal preference, you can choose trend candles. This adds another layer of confirmation that I find really helpful. Finally, let's clean up the chart a bit. Go to the style section. I recommend disabling the first 4 options to make the chart easier to read. Then, to keep things consistent, we're going to change all the colors to green for bullish signals and red for bearish signals. This makes it super easy to see at a glance what the trend meter is telling us. So now we have both our indicators set up and ready to work together. And here's the core of how we actually make money with this trend following strategy. It's all about combining the signals from our 2 indicators. Here's the rule. Whenever we get a buy signal on the chart from the volatility Gaussian bands, we must have confirmation from the trend meter. And the confirmation means all components of the trend meter have to be green. And if even one component is red, we reject the buy signals. It's that simple. So you see a buy signal and a trend meter is all green, like in this example here, and that's a confirmed buy signal. That's the trade we're looking for. For setting our stop loss, a good approach is to place it at the recent swing low, and for our take profit, a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 2 is a solid starting point. This means you're aiming to make twice as much profit as you're risking on the trade. Now let's look at a sell signal. The same principle applies, but in reverse. For a sell signal to be valid, the trend meter must be completely red. If there's any green in there, we reject the sell signal. Take a look at the sell signal here. Notice how there are some green components in the trend meter. That means this is a rejected signal. We won't take this trade. This buy signal gets rejected too. And this is actually a really good thing, especially when the market is ranging like it is here. As you can see, the indicators are working together really accurately, confirming only the high potential signals and keeping us out of those choppy and less predictable trades. Now, one last crucial point. I want it to be crystal clear that trading and making consistent profits doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, dedication, and practice. I highly recommend spending time backtesting this strategy on historical data to see how it would have performed in the past. And then, once you're comfortable, start forward testing it in a demo account or with a small amount of real money. This is how you really get a feel for how the strategy works in live market conditions and how you can refine it to fit your own trading style. Happy trading!